If you're a senior, you may have noticed that sleep just isn't the same as it used to be. Maybe you fall asleep quickly but wake up several times during the night. Or perhaps you find yourself waking up earlier than you want to and feeling tired throughout the day. If this sounds familiar, you're definitely not alone. Sleep changes naturally as we age, but that doesn't mean you have to accept restless nights as your new normal. In fact, understanding your body's changing sleep needs and finding the best sleep time for your age can dramatically improve your rest, energy, and overall health. Today I'm going to share everything you need to know about sleep after 60. How much you should aim for, when to go to bed, and simple habits to help you get deep, restorative sleep every night. Why sleep changes as we age. First, let's talk about why sleep changes when you get older. Our sleep patterns are controlled by something called the circadian rhythm, which is like an internal clock that tells your body when to feel awake and when to feel sleepy. As we get older, this clock tends to shift. Many seniors experience what's called a phase advance, which means you feel sleepy earlier in the evening and wake up earlier in the morning. For example, your grandparent might be ready to hit the sack by 8:30 p.m., but then wake up refreshed at 5:30 a.m. This is totally normal, but it can feel frustrating if it means you can't stay up to enjoy evening activities or sleep in on weekends. Additionally, older adults tend to experience more light, fragmented sleep. This means they wake up more often during the night, sometimes for bathroom trips, or simply because their sleep cycles are lighter. How much sleep do seniors really need? You've probably heard the age-old advice, aim for 8 hours of sleep every night. But when it comes to seniors, the picture is a bit more nuanced. So, how much sleep do older adults really need to stay healthy, sharp, and energized? Most sleep experts and health organizations agree that adults over 60 should aim for about 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep per night. This range is considered optimal to support overall health, brain function, and emotional well-being. Getting consistently less than 6 hours of sleep isn't just about feeling tired the next day, it's linked to serious health risks. Studies have shown that chronic short sleep in seniors can increase the risk of heart disease and high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, memory decline and increased risk of dementia, mood disorders such as depression and anxiety. For example, my Aunt Mary, who is 75, found that when she was only getting around 5 hours of sleep per night, she felt more forgetful and irritable. After making sleep a priority and improving her bedtime routine, her mood improved, and she even noticed she was sharper during family conversations. When too much sleep becomes a concern. Interestingly, sleeping too much regularly, like more than 9 hours per night, can also signal underlying health problems. Excessive sleep in seniors is sometimes linked to conditions like sleep apnea, depression, or chronic illness. It's important to find a balance. The goal isn't just to sleep longer, but to sleep better. Deep, restorative sleep that actually helps your body and mind recover. Why sleep quality matters, just as much as quantity. Sleep isn't just about how many hours you spend in bed. The quality of that sleep is equally important. Deep, uninterrupted sleep cycles allow your brain to consolidate and store memories, remove toxins that accumulate during waking hours, repair tissues and cells throughout your body, strengthen your immune system to fight off illness, recharge your energy so you feel refreshed. Unfortunately, many seniors experience lighter sleep with more awakenings, which means they spend less time in those vital deep sleep stages. This is why simply clocking in 7 or 8 hours doesn't always translate to feeling well rested. Finding your ideal bedtime. So with all these changes happening, how do you find the best bedtime that suits your body? Because your circadian rhythm shifts earlier as you age, your natural bedtime may be earlier than it was when you were younger. Experts often recommend aiming to go to sleep between 8:30 p.m. and 10:00 p.m. This window aligns with the typical phase advance seen in older adults and helps you wake up feeling more refreshed in the morning. For example, my neighbor George, who's 68, found that by adjusting his bedtime to around 9 p.m. instead of staying up until midnight like he did in his 40s, He woke up naturally between 6 and 7 a.m. and felt much more energized during the day. Consistency is key. The most important habit to develop is keeping a consistent sleep schedule. Try to go to bed and wake up at roughly the same time every day, even on weekends and holidays. This consistency helps regulate your internal clock and makes it easier to fall asleep at night and wake up without an alarm. Irregular sleep patterns, like sleeping in late on weekends or staying up very late one night, can confuse your body's clock and make it harder to get good sleep overall. While 7 to 8 hours is a good guideline, everyone is different. Some seniors may feel fully rested with 6.5 hours, while others might need a bit more. The key is paying attention to how you feel during the day. If you're alert, focused, and in a good mood, your sleep is probably adequate. If you're consistently tired, foggy, or irritable, it might be time to adjust your habits or speak with a healthcare professional. Tips for better sleep timing and quality for seniors. Getting the best sleep isn't just about what time you hit the pillow. Your daily habits and environment play a huge role in how restful and restorative your sleep actually is. If you're a senior struggling with sleep, these practical tips can help you fall asleep easier, stay asleep longer, and wake up feeling refreshed. 1. Create a relaxing bedtime routine. One of the best ways to signal your body that it's time to wind down is by developing a calming bedtime routine. This might include reading a favorite book, practicing gentle yoga stretches, or listening to soothing music. Why? Because consistent pre-sleep rituals help lower stress hormones and prepare your brain to transition into sleep mode. Avoid screens at least 30 minutes before bed. That means no TV, smartphones, tablets, or computers. The blue light from these devices suppresses melatonin, the hormone your body produces to tell you it's time to sleep. Example: my neighbor, Helen, age 72, used to scroll on her phone until the moment she turned off her bedside lamp. She'd then lie awake for hours, unable to fall asleep. After switching to reading a few chapters of a novel and playing soft classical music instead, she noticed she fell asleep faster and woke up less during the night. 2. Limit caffeine and alcohol. Caffeine is a stimulant that can linger in your system for up to 8 hours or more, so it's best to avoid coffee, tea, or energy drinks after lunchtime. Even if you think it doesn't affect your sleep, caffeine can reduce the amount of deep sleep you get, leaving you tired the next day. Alcohol might help you fall asleep initially, but it disrupts your sleep cycles and often causes more wakefulness later in the night. Example: my father, John, enjoyed a glass of wine with dinner and a cup of coffee in the late afternoon. He found that on days he had these drinks, he woke up multiple times and felt groggy in the morning. Once he cut back on coffee after noon and limited wine to special occasions, his sleep improved significantly. 3. Get natural sunlight. During the day, your circadian rhythm, the internal clock that regulates your sleep-wake cycle, is strongly influenced by exposure to natural light, especially in the morning. Spending time outside or near a bright window helps reset this clock and boosts daytime alertness. Aim for at least 20 minutes of outdoor sunlight each day. Even sitting on a porch or near a sunny window while drinking your morning tea counts. Example: Martha, age 65, used to spend most of her days indoors watching TV. She started taking a daily morning walk around her neighborhood and found she felt more awake during the day and tired at bedtime, making it easier to fall asleep naturally. 4. Optimize your sleep environment. Your bedroom should be a sanctuary designed for restful sleep. Keep it cool, ideally around 65 degrees, 18 degrees Celsius, because cooler temperatures help lower your body's core temperature, which signals it's time to sleep. Make your room as dark as possible by using blackout curtains or wearing a sleep mask. If you're sensitive to noise, a white noise machine or a fan can mask disruptive sounds like traffic or snoring. Example: Bill, 70, struggled with light and noise from a street lamp outside his bedroom window. After installing blackout curtains and using a white noise machine, he noticed he stayed asleep longer and felt more rested in the morning. 5. Be mindful of naps. Napping can be a great way to recharge, especially if you didn't sleep well the night before. Short naps of about 20 to 30 minutes help boost alertness without interfering with nighttime sleep. However, long naps or naps taken late in the afternoon or early evening may make it harder to fall asleep later. Try to keep naps earlier in the day and brief. Example: my friend Susan used to take long naps after lunch and found herself wide awake at 10 p.m. When she shortened her naps to 20 minutes and moved them to before 2 p.m., she was able to fall asleep much more easily at night. 6. Watch your evening meals. What and when you eat can affect your sleep quality. Heavy, spicy, or sugary foods close to bedtime can cause indigestion or discomfort, making it harder to fall and stay asleep. If you feel hungry before bed, opt for a light snack like yogurt, a banana, or a small handful of nuts. These choices can satisfy hunger without upsetting your stomach. Example: Robert, 68, used to have a large, spicy dinner around 9 p.m. and often felt heartburn at night. After switching to an earlier, lighter dinner and having a small snack before bed, his nighttime discomfort disappeared, and he slept more soundly. These small changes may seem simple, but together they create a powerful foundation for better sleep. With patience and consistency, you can enjoy deeper, more restful nights. No matter your age, when to talk to your doctor about sleep issues. If you find yourself consistently struggling with sleep, whether that means having trouble falling asleep, waking up too early and being unable to return to sleep, frequent nighttime trips to the bathroom, or loud disruptive snoring, it's important to reach out to your healthcare provider. Sleep difficulties are common as we age, but they're not something you have to just accept. Many underlying health issues can interfere with your ability to get restful, restorative sleep, and identifying these can make a huge difference in your quality of life. For example, consider my friend George, who at 68 often woke up gasping for breath and felt exhausted during the day. After finally mentioning it to his doctor, he was diagnosed with sleep apnea, a condition where breathing repeatedly stops during sleep. Treatment with a CPAP machine transformed his sleep and daytime energy. Other common conditions that can disrupt sleep include restless leg syndrome, RLS, an uncontrollable urge to move the legs, often accompanied by uncomfortable sensations that worsen at night, making it difficult to fall asleep. Chronic pain. Conditions like arthritis or neuropathy can cause discomfort that interrupts sleep cycles. Medication side effects. Some prescription drugs, including those for blood pressure, heart disease, or depression, may interfere with sleep patterns. If you suspect any of these issues or your sleep problems persist despite good sleep habits, don't hesitate to ask your doctor for a thorough evaluation. They may recommend sleep studies, adjust medications, or refer you to a sleep specialist. Good sleep is one of the most vital pillars of healthy aging. While it's true that sleep patterns naturally change as we get older, understanding your body's evolving needs and adopting healthy sleep habits can help you enjoy more restful, restorative nights. Remember, it's never too late to improve your sleep quality and boost your energy, memory, and mood. With a little attention and care, your best days and nights are still very much ahead of you. If this video or article helped you, please like, subscribe, and share it with friends and family who might benefit. Here's wishing you peaceful nights and the healthiest sleep yet.